Hey, hey, everybody. I am here. We're going to be getting started very shortly. You already know what I'm about to do. Sharing is caring. So I'm going to be doing that real quick for y'all. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and play a little one of my favorite videos because I don't have my music today like I normally do. You know, we are in transit, we're moving and all that good stuff. So things are gonna be, the setup is a little different. So while I am sharing and while you're sharing, I'm gonna go ahead and play one of my favorite past videos. Thank y'all for joining me. And don't forget to hit like. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome. Thank y'all for joining me. We're here. Ooh, my hair looking crazy. We in here. Y'all, can you see me? Can you hear me good? I don't have my mic plugged up. I'm gonna have to plug my mic up. Can y'all hear me? Thank you for joining me for another Face Beat Friday live. And today we're actually going to be beating this face. That's why I came on here looking barefaced and crazy. And I'm going to be using a host of Black-owned products. I'm super excited about it. I got so many goodies. Shout out to my hubby, Clifton Parker, who's in the chat. I got to celebrate my birthday early. My birthday isn't until next Saturday. But because of all the moving and stuff that we got going on, I got to get my gifts early, and now I'm playing in them. So I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm on live, honey. Or, you know, I go live every Friday from 3 to 6. Today's Friday all day long, the best day of the week, Face Beat Friday. Yes, ma'am. Alrighty. Goodbye. Okay. Mic check. Good. That was my sissy calling me, y'all. Hey, Cocoa Butter Curls. Hey, girl. Hey. Thank you for joining. And congratulations. I'm so ready for your monetization party. Congratulate. I'm talking about whole team out here winning. I love it. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm just sharing this out just a little bit more. And then I'm going to show y'all the goodies that I got. I'm so excited. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw a little beat, little Insta, and little snazzy jazzy that I did the other day, and it was using a lot of these new products. So I finally got this wasn't a gift. I bought this myself because it was on sale. But I finally got the Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills collab. It's on sale on the actual site for, I think it's regular price $45, and I think I got it for like maybe $30. So as you can kind of see, I definitely played in this already. Colors are super pretty. I also have a whole host of beauty bakery items. So I almost broke my nail. I have the coffee and cocoa palette, which is like a bronzer face palette, bronzer highlighter palette from Beauty Bakery, as well as the Do It for the Gram eyeshadow palette. Here we go. And I also got from Beauty Bakery their Sweet Grace baking spray. Oh, I didn't even read all of this. Hold on, let me see what it says, y'all. And I feel like, what does this say? Now I lay my brush to beat. I pray this slate is one to keep. I put my trust in your grace to help me keep my cake face. Hashtag pray then slay. That's what this says. Hey, Brittany. So this is a setting spray. I actually really like how it comes out. It's like a really nice mist. I also have a lip scrub from them. I also got some of their brushes. If y'all, like I said, check out my Instagram. I did a full unboxing of all my, well, not all my birthday goodies, but some of my birthday goodies. But the one thing that I was the most excited about, I got like some Fenty Skin. I got Fenty Primer, Mascara. But what I was most excited about, y'all. Oh, this makes me so happy. This makes me so happy. Okay, this is the Pat McGrath. What's the name of this one? This is the Mothership. Let me see. Mothership 8. Mothership 8 Divine Rose 2 palette, y'all. Y'all, this palette is so freaking gorgeous. I can't even, like, I just can't even. The packaging is top notch. Okay. Then the actual palette itself, I promise you, weighs like at least 3 or 4 pounds. Like, it is a heavy, sturdy palette. Of course, you know I played in it, and this color, don't close on me. This color here, y'all see this dual chrome? Oh my gosh, it's so freaking gorgeous. And see, I hadn't even looked for real on Pat McGrath's website, because I was like, you know what? Auntie Pat be trying to like hit folks over the head with these prices. So I was not even paying her any attention. But for my big 3-0, my husband done spoiled me rotten, and I am happy about it, okay? Can I hear you say, yes? So excited about it, y'all. So we are going to get in here and play in some makeup and talk and shoot the ish and all of that stuff. Before we do, I'm going to share this out just a little bit more while I am sharing. Make sure that you share as well, because sharing is caring. And I'm going to give a shout out to my Patreons, because my Patreons are in the building, and then we'll get started on this beat. All right, you guys. Hope y'all enjoyed that little special shout out to my beauties, my Patreons. And I actually have to update that video, you guys, because since my last live, I have 3 new Patreons. What? Yes. Where's that? Where's that? What was that? Yes. I got 3 new Patreons, you guys. If you want to join Patreon, the link is down below. For as little as $5 a month, you get early access to my videos, access to all of my past live streams, and a whole list of other great things. So make sure that you join Patreon and you become an official beauty. Okay, shout out to the beauties in the building. All of that. And then I see one of our beauties is dropping some gems here. Brittany says that for those of you who are interested in getting some Pat makeup, she got 25% off of everything. Honey, you better get it on sale. And actually, we got some free gifts. So I got the mothership, but I also have what else do I have in here? 2 of her liners. So I have like the liner pencil and also like a liquid liner. So this is a liner pencil, and I also have like a liquid liner. And then also the mascara. I'm not gonna use my Fenty mascara or my Pat mascara, because as y'all know, you're only supposed to use mascara for 3 months and then switch. And I just started a new mascara. I don't like to open one, use it, and like mix them. I use one mascara for 3 months straight, and then I use my next one. So I have my next 2, which are the Pat McGrath and the Fenty mascara. I'm probably going to do the Fenty one first, because I heard great things about the Fenty mascara. I'm excited about it. Okay. I think that is it. Is that all the housekeeping? Do I have enough likes, you guys? Do I have all the likes? Did you come in and leave a like? Shout out to Brandy. Brandy's in the building. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, that's another one of our beauties, a Patreon in the building. Okay. And Coco. What you never, oh yeah, you didn't know about the 3 months? The 3 months, yes, mascara, 3 months. That's it. You know, you're supposed to throw it away. You can end up with like all the dirt and mess and the bacteria in your eye. You don't want that. So 3 months. So that's why I only use one mascara at a time. And right now I am using, let me see. I got it out of my what is it called? BoxyCharm. Just got a new one out of my BoxyCharm. So that is the one that I'm using. It is by Lily Lashes. It's the Triple X mascara. It's a decent mascara. I like it. I'm excited to try this Fenty one, though. I'm not even gonna lie. All right. Where do y'all want to start? because I'm gonna do some makeup. We gonna talk. We gonna hang out. I'm gonna try to be on here for the full 3 hours. No guarantee. And if you see me looking down, it's just because I'm sharing. I'm literally almost done. Y'all know I go down on my Instagram and share it to every single person that's on my friend list. If you don't want to be shared to on my friend list, and you just gotta block me, honey, because it is what it is. I share to everybody. We almost done, you guys. Give me 1 second, and then we can be in here for real. Okay, done. Okay, let's go ahead and do brows first. While I am, oh wait, how about I put on some primer? How about that? For primer, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. This is my first time using it. Never have I ever used it before. So, and I know they say that you're supposed to like use matching, like if you're using the Fenty foundation, you're supposed to be using Fenty primer and all that stuff. I've never done that before. Here lately, I have been using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. It smells good. I've been using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer or Farsali. I like the Farsali, what is this? Unicorn Essence. I also have the Rose Gold Elixir, as well as the liquid powder. I don't know if I'm going to use liquid powder today. I don't think I'm going to use liquid powder. I'm going to actually go back on top of this primer and actually powder it. I'm also going to do a couple of drops of the Unicorn Essence because I like how it gives my makeup a glow. Like, I really liked my makeup the other day, and I used the Unicorn Essence. So I'm just going to use a little bit of that, and then I'm going to go on top of this with some translucent powder. Coco says, "OMG, let me go throw some away." LOL, even though I don't use them that much. Yeah, you can't. You don't want to end up with bacteria in your eyes. Yes, Mila, I'm gonna promote myself, honey. Because if you don't promote yourself, who will? I literally just got like that. I used to not want to post. I didn't want to post my work. Didn't want to post, share my videos out and all that stuff. And then something happened. 2020, it clicked to me. I'm like, girl, why are you not posting yourself? Why are you not bombarding people's inboxes? They aren't just gonna come to your YouTube channel just because it's you. Like, you have to let folks know. All right, so this is the Fenty setting spray in the color Nutmeg, I believe. And I'm just going to take this and set my primer, and then we'll go ahead and do my eyebrows. Oh, look at that skin. Y'all see that glow? Already wet. Speaking of promoting yourself, Mila, make sure that y'all check out Mila's Mind YouTube channel. I just got off of her premiere for her latest video, which was the 7 bananas in 7 minutes challenge, and I'm gonna get you because she has now challenged me. She just challenged me to the 7-7 challenge, and y'all look miserable. Y'all look like everybody who I've seen do this challenge looks absolutely miserable by the end of it. Why you gonna do me like that? Why you gonna do me like that? It's not funny. I'm over here like, Lord, when you were sitting there, I had something in my spirit. I just knew. I knew that you were gonna challenge me. I knew it. When you was like, okay, who am I gonna challenge? Oh, so I guess I'll try it, but look, I'm not even confident off top. I'm like, okay, if I give y'all 2 bananas, be happy. Okay? And I like fruit, but honey, I don't like any fruit that much. And then you give me a time limit on top of that, you trying to torture me. I'm gonna do it with my husband. My husband loves bananas, so I'm gonna see if he'll do it with me. Cliff, you gonna do it with me? You can't leave me out here by myself. You can't leave me by myself. You say can't wait to see mine? Look, I can't wait to see mine. I feel the gag in the back of my throat right now. I already feel it. All right, so y'all see I did a pretty nice layer. It's not super thick, but a nice little layer of translucent powder all over where I put that primer. And now I'm going to, and again, this is the color Nutmeg. Nutmeg is the color that's closest to my skin tone in the Fenty setting powders. But I also like to use the color Honey, and y'all see that later in the video or in the live or whatever. So I'm going to take a clear mascara. This is the Maybelline Great Lash, just straight clear. And I'm going to go ahead and brush up these brows, honey, and get them where I want them to be. 777 are those scratch off lotto tickets. Look, they are actually. That's the one my grandma used to play. But they want us to do, or they challenge me, but Cliff, I'm challenging you. We're gonna do it together. They want us to do these 7 bananas in 7 minutes. I don't like any fruit. I can give you 7 grapes in 7 minutes. What? Is that not a challenge? Can I not do 7 bunches of grapes in 7 minutes? And then I think there was another challenge, another little fruit challenge, where people, Bay and Bella did it, and I saw CNN Kids and Family did it. It's the watermelon and hot sauce or something like that. Yeah, I'm letting you know right now, don't do it. Do not do it. One, I don't do hot sauce at all. I'll eat the watermelon, but I do not do hot sauce. I don't do spicy. I would fail. I'll be like, done. That I wouldn't even be no fun. Y'all wouldn't even want to watch me do it. I ain't gonna do it for the gram. I ain't gonna do it. All right. Let those sit. All right. While I am letting this brow gel dry, we're gonna discuss some of our topics. Yes, Coco, hot sauce and watermelon. Yes, that is a challenge out here in these YouTube streets. Don't bring it my way. Don't even bring it my way. All right, y'all. So while I'm letting this kind of dry down a little bit, we're gonna talk about some things. What y'all want to talk about first? How about we talk about Pastor John Gray? Let's talk about him first, okay? Pastor John Gray has got caught cheating once again. Cheating once again on his wife, Aventer. I believe Aventer. I don't know exactly how you say her name. But he has got caught. Drop down in the comments. Let me know. Have y'all seen it? Did y'all hear about this? Did y'all hear about this? If not, don't worry, because you know I'm gonna give you all the tea, honey. I'm gonna give you all the tea. Cocoa Butter Girl say, child, child. Now, if y'all do not remember, because I'll remind you, if you do not remember, he got caught, I want to say maybe about 2 years ago. This was shortly after maybe I don't remember which wedding anniversary it was, but during that wedding anniversary, he bought her this really expensive car. I don't know cars, so I don't remember the type of car it was, but it was like some really expensive, like SUV, like Rolls type of like super expensive car. And shortly after that, that's when it came out that he had a mistress. All right. I want to say this is right before he joined the church down here in South Carolina. Then here recently, like Coco said, Tasha K brought out and interviewed the girl that allegedly he was cheating with, had an emotional affair with. I'm gonna read y'all this. This comes directly from the Griot. After new allegations of extramarital affair Pastor John Gray. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find my brow pencil. Multitasking. This is a brow pencil by Hourglass Arch. I got this from my BoxyCharm. I think I did a review on it already. Anyway, after new allegations of an extramarital affair, Pastor John Gray has issued apologies to both his wife and his church. According to Greenville News, the faith-based author confronted rumors of an affair after a woman claimed she had been communicating with the pastor. During an almost hour-long virtual sermon, he shares plans for therapy. While he never explicitly confirms or denies the existence of an affair, Pastor Gray acknowledges the damage caused. Aventer, I'm sorry for, this is a quote. Aventer, I'm sorry for the pain I've caused you, and my prayers that the life I live from this moment will be one worthy of the love that you extended, that our family receives from. I am grateful for you and our children. To my church, I am sorry you've gone through enough, from cars to meetings with leaders that have caused great pain and deep division among political ideologies, to one thing after another. I want to tell you I'm sorry. According to Hip Hop Wired, Pastor Gray allegedly engaged in FaceTime and iMessage conversations with a woman identified as Mary, requesting photos, meals, and sending money. His legal team insists that in this case, a physical affair was never alleged, and Gray is the victim of extortion and blackmail. Quote, this is from his attorneys. Quote, there are allegations that there were phone conversations between the two parties that essentially the extent of that, and that's essentially the extent of the allegations. When you take her own words, she says there was no affair, no physical contact. They never met each other. They never saw each other. And let's see, Gray leads the Relentless Church in Greenville, South Carolina, and is an associate pastor at Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church in Houston. Gray says he's aware of the damage done to his reputation. Quote, there are people who may never listen to me preach again, and I am so very sad about that, he said in the video. All right. What y'all got to say, y'all? What y'all got to say? Let me get him off the screen, honey. Bye. Bye. Yes, allegedly he's denying it. A Lambo truck. Yes, I was like, I know it was some like super expensive like truck thing. Like, yes, it was the Lambo truck. Who paid for the car? The church. Well, I will say now, I don't think that is fair to just assume that the money for that truck came from the church. At that time, he had a show on. They had a TV show. He sold multiple books. I'm sure he does get a salary. He's also like a writer and a producer. So I don't necessarily believe that the money came directly from the church. And I don't think it's fair to always assume that pastors just use money from the church. Like, especially someone like him, who is, I would consider to be a mega pastor. You know, they have lots of endeavors. They get money from a lot of places. Hi, Suki. Yes, right after he joined Relentless. And there's a whole breakdown of the confusion with Relentless, because he's even like, if y'all don't follow Layla Lynn here on the YouTube. She'll give you all the church tea. Okay, she's like a Christian based blogger. She gives you all the church tea over here on the YouTube. Cliff says, nope, it was a one-on-one session with the people. We the people find the defendant not guilty. That's a man of God. First of all, you and this we the people in the chat, y'all tell me what y'all feel. Honestly, I mean, I don't got no heaven or hell to put him in. And just because he's a man of God doesn't mean that he's above sin. We're all men. We all sin. My only thing is, this is not your first time in these type of situations. Even if they never met, you sitting here having inappropriate conversations with anyone. I'm sorry, this lighting is going to bother me. I'm gonna have to fix that. But you sitting here having inappropriate conversations with anyone, especially after already being caught cheating, is out of the question. It's ridiculous. Like, you can't sit up here and allegedly, the girl was saying that he was asking for, explicit pictures. He was sending explicit pictures and this kind of thing. That's unacceptable as a married man. Not just a married man, but a married man who was a pastor of a church. That's ridiculous. No. Said, no, she might not be the only one. And I mean, at this point, we know that he has done this multiple times. So I don't think this is the only one. This is the only one that decided to talk about it. So Silky, he was having allegedly a inappropriate, like, texting and FaceTiming relationship with a girl, and the girl went on to Tasha K's YouTube channel, I think it was last Friday or the Friday before, and did an interview with her to expose him. She said, I listened to it for y'all. I come in, I bring I bring it back for you. She basically said that they met through her brother or something like that, and he went out of his way. She's a hairstylist. He went out of his way to find her place of employment, to give her a call there. She gave him her personal number, and they began having conversations and, inappropriate conversations. She was like, oh, I knew I was wrong too, but, he reached out to me and blah, 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 blah. Also, I still have to say you have to check the source because, again, this story did come from Tasha K. So, the girl, but the girl did the interview. It wasn't like Tasha saying what the girl said. We actually heard what the girl said. Yes, Brittany, that's your hometown. Is that how the pastors do it in Greenville? Is that how they do it? Yes, honey. The church tea, the church tea. The church tea be just as piping hot. Yes, cheating again. And that what I want to understand is I would like y'all to tell me, what do y'all consider to be cheating? Comment that down below. To me, that's cheating. You ain't got to stick it in nothing. You sitting here having inappropriate conversations with any other person that is not your spouse is cheating to me. Especially if you're married. You don't even, because that right there is the Bible say if you covet after someone else's spouse, you've already committed adultery. Just off of the covet, just the thought of it already. So that is cheating to me. What do y'all think? If he got caught with that one, there are a few more that he didn't get caught with. He's from Texas. Well, I'm just saying, he down there with y'all. What y'all think about my brows? Are they okay? I think that'll do. I don't really care for this pencil, to be honest. It's not brown enough for me. It says dark brunette. I need something that's like dark brown. And then also it breaks too easy. Let me see how much is left, but it'll do. I don't have to do a whole lot of cleaning up afterwards, so that's why I use it. Tasha interviewed her and another pastor that used to work with him. He outed him both times. Coco says it's definitely cheating. Yes, it be piping hot at the church. It do be piping hot at the church. She put it on a church announcement. Did y'all see that video? About they were doing like a virtual stream, and somebody was in the chat talking about sister such and such is cheating with the pastor. Doctor, y'all, the churches, it be on something else sometimes. Okay, all right, let me focus. Unless there's some type of agreement, I doubt that there is that type of agreement as the pastor and first lady of a church. I'm just saying. And again, I'm not. Everybody is human. Everybody sins. No one is saying that that's not true. But like, we do expect you to be at a little bit higher of a standard. Make the mistake one time. We have moved on from it. All right, cool. Here you go once again, getting caught out here in these streets. It's just not a good look. Not a good look. Mila says that's definitely cheating. Silky says, yes, I am not with the inappropriate combos and pics. Mr. Silky would feel my wrath. Okay? Okay. But it's all kind of mess with that church, even with the old pastor. Yes, that was a whole mess. Yes. I said, like I said, Lady Lynn did a whole breakdown of it. I'm not going to go into it. It's been months since she did it. This is the not Born This Way. Yes, Born This Way by Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the color Chestnut. But there was an issue with the building, the mortgage. I remember they had to find a new building. Then there was it's just been a lot with him, especially since joining that church. And it's just making you kind of look at him and the people that follow him a little bit differently. Like, I don't know. Oh, girl, that was a whole hot mess. Will and Jada had an agreement or an entanglement. All right, Will and Jada are two random celebrity stars out here, not the pastor of multiple churches. How are you supposed to lead me? And I'm afraid of where you got me going. You know, I'm afraid to follow. No. Not the old pastor wasn't cheating. No, it was like, as far as I know, no. It was like some issues with it was some issues with money, basically. It was some issues with money and ownership of the church and the what else? The name of the church. It was just a lot of little petty stuff, to be honest, from what it looked like to me. Cliff, you gonna make me come upstairs and fight you relationship goals. And not the he wanna get his entangle on. That's ridiculous. He wanna get his that's ridiculous, the shade of it all. Alright, y'all. So I just did some concealer. I'm gonna let this dry down a little bit. While this is drying down, did y'all watch Beverly Hills? Do I have my Beverly Hills people in the chat? If not, I'll push it down a little bit. Are my Beverly Hills people here? Yes, Coco. Finally my husband is he's embracing the crazy that is me. Y'all gonna see fans, honey. Okay, no, we can't do it yet. LQ isn't here. Okay, wait. Okay, so we'll go to something else then. I won't do Beverly Hills yet. How about Niecy Nash? Y'all saw Niecy Nash got married. Did y'all see that? Niecy Nash just got married to a woman. Let me pull up the picture. Jessica Betts, I believe is her name. So, congratulations to Niecy for her new nuptials. The scandal of it over here on these YouTube streets, not YouTube streets, but the internet streets in general, is that she just got divorced from her husband December of 2019. And here we are, not even a year later, and she is now engaged to her longtime friend, Miss Jessica Bates. Jessica Bates is a musician, and they have been seen together on Instagram as far back as, I want to say, 2018. Let me see. Yeah, Brandy, you see how you do me? Talking about Balo. Shut up. I didn't add Joe and Tahiri to this conversation either, but we can always discuss it. Let me see. Yes, congrats to her. She looks happy. Yes, I seen that. I did not see that coming. It says she was handsome. LOL. Yes. Yeah. So I'm gonna read y'all the story really quick. Let me find it. This comes from CNN Entertainment. Actress Niecy Nash shared some happy news on Monday, announcing she is now married to singer Jessica Betts. Nash, who's 50, posted a photo with her bride to Instagram and Twitter with the caption sharing her new married name, Mrs. Carol Denise Betts, and the hashtag Love Wins. In the photo, the happy couple both dressed in white joyously hold hands at an outdoor wedding ceremony. Nash wore a white lace gown while Betts dressed in a cream suit with no jacket. I got a whole wife at Niecy Nash. One. Best of both worlds. Love wins. Betts captioned to her own post celebrating their new nuptials. The actress, known for her performances in television shows Reno 911 and Claws, also posted another photo to her Instagram story, captioned hashtag plot twist with a rainbow emoji. And it's unclear when the ceremony took place. So congratulations to her. I can't remember who it was that told me that she got married, and they asked me, was I surprised? And for some reason, I wasn't. Like, I don't know. For some reason, finding out that she got married to a woman was not surprising to me at all. I don't know. Was it surprising to y'all? Her marriage was probably over long before she got the divorce. Yep, that's true. Yep, probably. People that say you love her. Brittany, Brandy, you were surprised? You were surprised? Anybody else? Was anybody else surprised by these nuptials? What am I going to do? I'm going to take, do I still have that concealer? I like to give right at my under eye a little extra boost. I don't know if I have that concealer. I think no, I don't have it. Oh no, I'm sad. Wait. Yeah, oh, okay. This is my Becca concealer in the color Cinnamon. Literally, I'm scraping the side of this concealer. I'm scraping it to get it out. But I like to get it's a little bit lighter than the Born This Way. And I like to get just a little bit extra brightness right in the inner corner. Oh, Brandon, you were the one that told me? Right. I can remember who told me. Yeah, but I wasn't surprised. Coco said, surprisingly, I wasn't surprised. Shion. Hey, Shion. Shout out to Shion. My LS. The only issue I have with this is that she just divorced her husband of many years, whom she has kids with, in March. So they had to be talking during her marriage. So yes, I was surprised. And that's the fodder on the internet that was Jessica a factor in the ending of her actual marriage. That Niecy Nash also put out a statement when her and her husband first divorced. I forgot to pull the screenshot, but basically it just said that they will always love each other. They will always be friends. It was a very positive message. Nothing super shady. So I feel like maybe he already knew what the tea was. And so maybe we never know. Maybe it was an entanglement situation that he already knew about. Look, me and Coco said at the same time. Maybe they were entangled. Okay? We already told y'all entangled is the word for 2020, okay? But shout out to her. If she's happy, I'm happy for her, honey. She looked pretty. She looked really pretty. She looked happy, so I'd heard a lot of people talk a lot of junk. Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me, Coco. It definitely sounded like he already knew about that. It sounded like he already knew. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Before we get on to our next topic, I'm going to pause it right here. We're going to take a moment to enjoy this beat, okay? I'm going to reset because the lighting is messing me up. So give me a second. I'm going to reset so I can make sure that y'all can see, because we're finna do this eye makeup. And Pat McGrath, honey, she can't, my lighting got to be right for Pat. My lighting got to be right for Pat, okay? Auntie Pat got to be right. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to give y'all a quick little look at my video on the Rev Air Reverse Hair Dryer. Great thing, you guys. I am now officially an affiliate with Rev Air. Woo! So that means I have a coupon code for you. If you decide to buy the Rev Air or any of the Rev Air products, all you have to do is use the code BEAUTY at checkout, and you will receive 10% off of your total order. Okay, so make sure that y'all check them out. I know that the dryer is a little bit pricier, but you can use my coupon code BEAUTY and get 10% off, y'all. And y'all know I enjoy my dryer. I love that thing. So while I reset, I'm gonna let y'all check out a video. My thoughts on the Rev Air dryer. I think that it's amazing and how it cuts the time for blow drying. Got my hair pretty straight. It could always be straighter if I did use my blow dryer and a Denman brush. It definitely got my hair to about a 7 or an 8. So if I were to want to straighten it out and silk it out, you know, it would be no problem to do with a flat iron. Also, the settings that I used was the high heat and high tension settings. So high heat and then a level 7 on the tension. That's what really pulls it nice and straight. Now I have 3C 4A hair, so if you have any kind of 4A, 4B, 4C hair, don't even play, just go ahead and put it on high everything and silk that thing on out if you are wanting it straight. It was perfect for this style. I still have body, I still have movement, and literally I did my whole head in like maybe 10 minutes, 15 tops, and I don't even think it took that long. If it took that long, it was because it was my first time and I just had to kind of get like adjusted. One negative thing is just the size of the blow dryer. Now it is a pretty bulky blow dryer in comparison to like my in salon blow dryers. However, it does come with the stand and it does have a very long cord, so if you want to like set the base on the bottom of maybe your station and then just set the stand on the top of your station and use it like that, you're able to do so. So I think that's nice. That's just the one kind of con about the whole thing, is just how bulky the unit itself is. But other than that, I have no negatives about the Rev Air. I'm very satisfied with it. I'll probably be blow drying my hair a bit more than I normally do, just because now it's a lot easier. It's way easier than using a comb attachment and 100 times easier than using a Denman brush, which is what I would normally do to blow dry my hair, which is why I don't blow dry my hair. But if you have used the Rev Air, if you would like to try the Rev Air, make sure you head over to their website. Thank y'all for tuning in. All right, is that a little better? Still kind of washed out on this side of my face, but I did the best I could. All right, you guys. So we're gonna be going between the Pat McGrath and the Anastasia Jackie collab. And I've already prepped my eye with the eye glue stick by the crayon case. So I've been using a lot of black owned products in this look, except for my concealers. Don't judge me. And let's see, where are we gonna start, y'all? I want to try to do something different than the look I did the other day. Jackie has a lot of pink type of shades in her palette. I don't know. I want something matte. Let's start in the Pat McGrath palette, and we're gonna start with this color here. What color is this? This is the color Extreme Burgundy. So the Pat McGrath comes with an extra little inside the packaging. It comes with a card that tells you what the colors are. So if you want to know the colors, you have to make sure that you keep the card. But it's easy to do because it all goes in this box. And I don't know about y'all, but she is staying in her box. She is staying packaging, staying packaged together. I see Cliff is in the doggone chat ordering people to order the dryer. I do really like that dryer though, you guys. It's actually the only blow dryer that I use on my natural hair, because to blow dry your natural hair is a lot of work. Like, it's a lot of work. Let me turn a little bit. It's a lot of work to try to blow dry your natural hair, especially like what I do using the Denman brush, which is what I do for my clients. I can't do that on my own head. By the time I get to the front of my head, the back of my head done sweat it out. It's too much work. I literally just put my hair in the hose. It stretches it. It dries it. It takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then on to my next style. Also, if y'all saw my video from last week where I did the wrong color, where I did my Bantu knot style, using the Rev Air to stretch my hair. It came out so pretty. What I will say is I'm going to have to redo that. I'm going to have to redo that hairstyle again, but with different products, because I actually use Design Essentials, the Curl Custard, which makes my hair really, really soft. It actually makes my hair too soft. So I only was able to wear this style for like 3 days, I think. I stretched it to 3 days. Versus normally I can get at least 5 days out of a good Bantu knot style. So I'm gonna have to redo it and use my curls products, which is what I normally use when I'm doing sets and things like that. So y'all will probably see an updated version of that style on my Instagram once we land in Kentucky, because we're still in transit right now. So I don't even have my Riviera with me right now. I don't. It would have been too much to pack in the car. All right, so again, this is the color Extreme Burgundy, and I'm just taking it and putting it on the top of my lid. These colors from Pat are so freaking pigmented. Like, I have barely swirled in this thing. I haven't even swirled in it like twice, literally. It's like Pat and Pat. Clinton says, everyone look under your chair. Nope, it's not a Rev Air, but it's your next best thing. Use code beauty. Cliff, you are silly. But use code beauty though. Oh my goodness. These shadows are so creamy. I'm so excited. I used the dual chrome color the other day and I love it so much I'm probably going to use it again, but I don't know how. All right. What do I want to do next? I think I'm going to go into the Do It for the Gram eyeshadow palette. Is that the color that I want? Is that what I want to do? I don't know. I'm over here. Like, I got so many new things. I just don't even know where I want to go. So many pretty colors. I lie. I'm going to go into the Jackie Aina palette, and we're going to use the color Big Wig, which is, there it is, which is this purple. And we're going to put that right there. on top of that burgundy. And I'm actually going to take it down into the outer portion of my actual lid. I might do a cut crease today. I don't know. I haven't done a cut crease in a long time. Should I do a cut crease? Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know. I don't do them often, but I might get me a little cut of the crease today. We'll see. Yes, do it for the gram. Ooh, I like this already. Okay, focus. Y'all, I get so excited. I was sitting here doing my makeup the other day once I first got all this stuff, y'all. I was feeling myself. I was taking selfies. I don't even do that. I don't even take selfies. That ain't even like my thing. uh, but I was loving this. Okay, let me see. Coco, I see you said something. What you say? Have you seen the stuff with Summer Walker? Annoying. No. What stuff with Summer Walker? What stuff with Summer Walker? I'm gonna drop down my link. If anyone wants to join in and talk with me, please do. Coco, you can always drop in. What stuff with Summer Walker? The last thing I saw about Summer Walker was between her and Jaguar Wright, and Jaguar Wright saying that she believes that Summer has been touched because of the way that she acts. That was the last thing I saw. Or something else happened? What happened with Summer? I don't follow Summer Walker at all. Like, I don't know her music. She could probably walk in here right now. I wouldn't know her face. I know a lot of people really enjoy her, though, but I don't know her. She stay trying to tell people how to parent. Who's she trying to tell? Does she have kids? Does she have kids, though? How can you tell someone how to parent if you don't have kids? I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how any of that works. I'm going back to that very first brush, and I'm just buffing out right here on top. I haven't added anything to that brush, but I'm just kind of softening the edge up top, pulling it out. She has none. So she has no kids, but she's telling people how to parent. I'm confused. I'm confused. How does that work? That's not how any of this works. Her man has like 4 baby mamas, and apparently he's a deadbeat. Who she married? I mean, not her married to, because I know she's not married to him. But what's the name? What's that producer that she's dating? What's his name? The one whose mom allegedly was in cahoots with R. Kelly, allegedly. Isn't that who she's dating? Allegedly. And at the end of the day, he can't say nothing if he ain't. If she can't. Now what? Now? What do I want? I want one more color, but I don't. Oh, you know what I know? I don't know what I want. I know what I want. So we're gonna go back into the Jackie palette. I want a matte color. I don't want a matte color. And we're gonna use the color Wigglies, which is this color right here. And I'm just gonna put that right on, like right here, right above my crease. And I'm sweeping it like into the corner of my eye and right above my crease. There we go. So it's gonna marry into that burgundy and that purple. Just since I think I am gonna cut my crease, I want like one more. I'm gonna do a half cut crease, but I want just a little bit more color right here. London on the Track. Yes, that's his name. Yeah, that's the one whose mama is allegedly in cahoots with R. Kelly. She was allegedly like the the Wrangler. Child, it don't work that way. They dragging her. No, I have not talked about Joe and Tahiri. I didn't even put them on the docket today. I did want to talk about Joe Budden though, so let's go ahead and we can talk about him. Where is he at? We can talk about Joe Budden really quick. So Joe Budden is going to be leaving Spotify. He's going to take his his podcast, the Joe Budden podcast. He's about to take it off of Spotify. Do y'all listen to that? Do y'all care? I'm not gonna lie. I don't listen to Joe Budden. Something about his arrogance aggravates me. I don't know. Maybe it's because of Love and Hip Hop. Like I really did not like him on Love and Hip Hop, so I can't bring myself to actually listen to him. And I know that's not right, but seriously, that's truly how I feel. So I'm gonna read y'all what's happened. So okay, well before I do that, basically Joe Budden had a podcast on Spotify. Apparently it was one of the first podcasts on Spotify. It brought a lot of people to that platform. Now you can get all of the podcasts on Spotify. And he signed with them to exclusively be on Spotify in 2018. He goes up for renewal on September 23rd. I'm going to take some concealer. What concealer am I going to take though? I guess I'll take the Born This Way concealer and I'm going to do a half cut crease. So he his contract renews September 23rd. I guess he wanted to change his contract. He wanted to leave. He wanted more. He already has full ownership in his podcast. However, Spotify does not give him any off days. They haven't gotten any bonuses, even though they have had a lot of success. Really, it's like I guess the top rated podcast on the platform. And so he wanted to use that for more money. They were not here for it. So he's deciding to walk away. Now, y'all already know that Joe Budden and Charlamagne the God are actually really, they're really close friends. And so Charlamagne took to the Breakfast Club to give his opinion. And apparently that has caused some issues. So I'm going to read y'all it once I get done cutting these creases because I have to stop talking for a second and cut this or else it's going to be or else this is gonna be a hot mess. So y'all give me like 2 seconds because I got to focus to cut this crease, and then we'll jump into the rest of the story. All right, y'all, give me a second. Sorry it's so quiet. I really wish I had my music. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I might can play my music. Hold on. Let me see if I can play it. Because it's so quiet and like I'm trying to be so focused right now. This is why I don't cut my crease often because I got it takes too much. It takes so much. It takes so much. Yes, Coco, this is why him and Charlotte are going at it. I will say this again. I said this about Tamar too. If you can't keep any friends, you always get into it with your friends. Maybe you should look in the mirror. Just maybe. Let me pull this one. Okay. What y'all think? Can you see? Can you see the cutness? I'm gonna pull it over just a little bit more. This concealer is so wet. And I really normally like to use a lighter concealer, but this is all that I have, so I have to use what I got. So, but normally when I'm gonna cut, I like to use a little bit lighter of a concealer than this particular concealer, but this is what happens when you're moving. Are they even? No. I need this one to apply just a little bit more. That is always so hard to get even cut. All right, we're almost done. Then we can talk, y'all. So you get that proper cut crease, honey. It is an art. It's an art. Probably gonna use that dual chrome color. All right, I'm gonna let this dry down. I'm gonna let this dry down. All right, so while this is drying down, okay, we can talk, y'all. All right. All right. I'm gonna read y'all. This comes from the cheat sheet. I wish I could put my glasses on. Where my glasses at? I can't put them on, but I'll hold them up, y'all. Don't judge me. All right, it says Joe Budden announced during the week of August 23rd that he would be pulling his podcast from Spotify due to issues with the company. The news went with both a torrent of headlines and many reactions from his peers, including radio host Charlamagne the God. In a recent episode of his show, The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne seemed to blame Budden for the problems he's having with the streaming giant. His remarks led the former rapper and Love and Hip Hop star to speak out against Charlamagne on Twitter and on his show. Take a look at what happened. Okay. Let's see. So on August 26th, he announced on the show that he would not be renewing his contract. Quote, September 23rd, I cannot tell you where this podcast will be, but as it stands, I can tell you where it will not be, and that is Spotify. Budden says before accusing the streaming giant of undervaluing and exploiting his show and pillaging his audience. Let's see. In a statement shared with Variety, Spotify said it had hoped to continue its business relationship with Budden. It's our desire to keep Joe Budden on Spotify. As Joe referenced on his show, we made him a considerable offer, one that was significantly larger than many times the value of the existing agreement and reflective of the current market and size of his audience. Unfortunately, he could not come to terms We could not come to terms, and we respect his wishes to find a new home for his show. And so Charlemagne comments and says, as the news of the exit swirled, Charlemagne took to his show to weigh in on his impending departure. He insinuated the host was to blame for his issues with Spotify, as he seemingly drew a comparison to Budden leaving Complex's show Everyday Struggle in 2017 due to issues at the company. Quote, it sounds to me like Joe Budden is a person who knows his worth, but doesn't know how to properly negotiate it. Because if you keep doing deals with various corporations and you keep getting trash A deals, that's on you, he said. Quote, things like vacation days, bonuses, all of that has to be negotiated in your contract from the beginning. After catching wind of the comments, Budden reacted on Twitter and then shared more of his thoughts on a recent episode of his podcast. The tweet reads, Charlemagne, Joe Budden is a network. We'll talk later. Joe Budden sounded off on Charlemagne the God in his podcast. On the episode, Budden said Charlemagne could not understand his position because, unlike him, Charlemagne does not own his show. The Breakfast Club is owned by iHeartRadio. I know that you have this healthy obsession with me. I know that you think that we are in a competition. You might also think that we are fighting the same fight. You will be mistaken with all three of those. Budden began around the 33-minute mark. Charlemagne, you are not going to get it because I own this. My most valuable, my most powerful, my most accomplished asset, I own it. Ownership. You see all these black people running around preaching ownership, ownership, ownership. There's a reason for it, he continued. He went on to call out Charlemagne for his own failed shows like an HBO series. That's what happens when you don't have your own. We not having the same fight behind the scenes. It looks the same, but it's not the same. Don't be fooled by the cross streets, he said. So far, Charlemagne has not yet replied to his statement. Okay, so there we go. Y'all like how I read? Y'all like how I look when I read? Okay. I ain't gonna mess up these eyes, y'all. I'm gonna go back into the Mothership palette, and I'm going to use this dual chrome because I freaking love this color. Yes. Woo, woo, woo. About to make a mess. And I am going to put that right on the outside where the cut crease begins. All right. So what do y'all got to say about that? I'm not mad at Joe. You know what I'm saying? Get your money, sis. Get your money, sis. Get it. It's just like every angle is just pretty on a different level. Like Okay, focus. Okay, let me focus. Woo! Okay, hold on, y'all. I can't even focus because this color is so pretty. What am I saying? What am I talking about? I don't know. The gorgeousness of this palette. I'm gonna take this color in. There we go. I'm gonna take this color in pretty close, but it's not gonna fill up the whole cut crease. So y'all see I got this little part right there. I'm gonna put some gold there. So boom. Okay, focus. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting all loud. Okay. Anyway, I understand what Joe Budden is saying. At the end of the day, you need to get your money, and ownership is important. So I appreciate him knowing his worth. And at the end of the day, he did it for 2 years. He feels like he can get a better deal somewhere else. So go shop it around. I was reading another article that said that the podcast actually exceeded its expectation by like 900%. So he said the article said that he was getting offered millions, multiple M's from different from other platforms such as Revolt, which I don't know if you really want to go over there and sign with Diddy, honey, but that ain't none of my business. So he was, he's been offered money at different platforms. And if he doesn't feel like he's getting what he needs to get, then I don't see anything wrong with him moving forward. And as Charlemagne being supposed to be like his friend, I don't see why he would say things the way that he said them on his podcast. We already know that Charlemagne can't keep friends, so let's be real about that. But I do also agree with Charlemagne in the sense that bonuses and things like that are things that are supposed to be discussed at the beginning. So at the beginning of your contract, if we meet such and such numbers, I want such and such, this, that, and the third. Somebody was saying, I'm going back into the big wig color, which is that purple color, and right on the edges, I'm just going to kind of buff it out, just kind of soften it. I can't remember what I was listening to, but some podcast that I was listening to was saying that the only thing that they did offer them after receiving all of this, after making all these numbers, was like a watch, like a Rolex watch or something like that. First of all, I wish y'all niggers would stop, which they didn't accept it, but I like, as if all we want is jewelry. No, I want the money. Don't just give me some jewelry. I can buy my own jewelry with my money. Don't do that. Let me see what y'all are saying. Yes, the palette is so pretty. Yes, protect the beat at all costs. Why they going back and forth on social platforms like they're not friends in real life? I don't think that Charlemagne has friends. Seems like frenemies. I don't think that Charlemagne has friends for real. What color do I want to use? What color do I want to use? I'm gonna go back in to the Pat palette. Ooh, I think I'm gonna use. No, I'm gonna use this color. This color is called Gold Lust. Oh, and the dual chrome color is called Extraterrestrial. I'm gonna use Gold Lust, and I'm gonna put that right on the inner part of my eye. Let me find the brush. Right. They definitely could have called each other, right? Know your worth and add tax. That's true. I'm not mad at them. Go shop. Go shop your. I mean, if your contract is up, go find. If you can find a better contract somewhere, find a better contract somewhere. Also, I don't think that it's wise. I'm for him going and shopping and getting a better contract wherever he wants to get a better contract. I don't think that it's wise to be blasting Spotify the way that he's blasting them on social media. Even if you are leaving, I'm just a proponent of don't burn bridges, like you don't want to sit up here and burn your bridges. You just don't, because even if you're leaving Spotify and let's say he does go to Revolt, you never know. One of the executives from Spotify could move to Revolt and now you've already burnt the bridge with them, with that person, and they could make your life a living hell. Because at the end of the day, you still have to go to somebody else's platform, and it makes people kind of weary of working with you if they think that you're going to be blasting them as soon as you're not happy. So I don't think that was smart. I don't think it's smart to be literally sitting on Spotify, dogging Spotify out. I just don't think that's smart. Nah, Diddy is a scammer. He still have artists that needs to be. But that's why I said I wouldn't go to Revolt. Like, don't. Like he said too that Revolt was someone that reached out to him. I feel like that's going from the pot into the fire. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust Diddy as far as I could throw him, and honey, I can't throw him not near nowhere. Okay. It scares me when you have money like that. I'm not gonna lie. People who have money like that, and I want to amass me a fortune. But people who have money like that, something about it scares me. I'm going back into this extraterrestrial color, and I'm just marrying it to that gold. So I'm just kind of bringing it so that it marry really nicely, so that it kind of almost looks like a It's a dual chrome, but like it looks like a trio chrome by the time I'm done. Woo! I live. Okay. Y'all can't even like, oh, I wish I was in my regular setup so y'all can't even see the gorgeousness that is this beat. Like, this camera's not doing justice. I'm so upset. Y'all gonna have to make sure that y'all check me out after this live over on Instagram, because honey, I'm finna be like, all right. I'm gonna take my big fat liner. This is a coal marker pen, and I'm also going to take this liner as well. This is the Kiss Magnetic eyeliner. I'm gonna use magnetic lashes today. So I'm gonna first do the line, actually draw out my line with this liner, and then I'm gonna go back on with this liner, and I want it to dry down so that I can actually plop my lashes on top. True, I can see both sides. Yeah, I don't trust Diddy either. So I like I said, I'm excited for Joe to move on, but I don't like this beef between him and Charlamagne. Like Mila said, as if they're not friends. Like, I'm gonna wing this out, but I'm not winging it right now. I'm just gonna do like the regular line, and then once I put because I don't even have foundation on yet. So once I put my foundation on and stuff, I'm gonna go back and wing it. But I'm just letting y'all know. And speaking of Joe Budden, did y'all see about what happened with him and Tahiri? I know Coco has. Basically, Tahiri did an interview. I didn't pull it because I wasn't gonna talk about it, but since y'all want to talk about it, we can. Tahiri did an interview. I don't remember who it was with. It was like somebody on YouTube, and she basically said that her and Joe were in an abusive relationship, and it was toxic and all this kind of stuff. She insinuated that they used to fight. Joe Budden went on to his podcast and basically was like, Tahiri's a liar. Basically, she used to fight him. She used to throw things at him. She used to kick him. And, excuse me, he doesn't know why she would say that. Now, if you watch Marriage Boot Camp, you saw that Tahiri just had a domestic violence situation on the show with her boyfriend Vado. It began with her throwing an apple and hitting him in the face. From there, he yoked her up on the TV show, y'all. Hold on. So Joe saying that she throws things. I mean, we've seen that. That's not something that we haven't seen. Also on the show, if you watch the show, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. It's so weird not being at my setup. Hold on. And like when y'all look at my videos, like I know this looks like this goes by so fast, but it really doesn't. Okay. So anyway, we saw on the show her throwing things at Vado. So if y'all saw the show, then it doesn't seem far-fetched that she is the type of person that throws things. However, Joe could have also just been using that to his advantage because we did see her throw things on the show. I don't know. I wasn't there. On the show, she also made it clear to say, though, that she was never in a domestic violence situation with her boyfriend. There was other people, other men that hit her, not her boyfriend. So now she's coming out and saying that it was her boyfriend. What do y'all think? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Because while I said, if you watch my reviews, I said that I feel like that wasn't her first time being domestically abused just because of the way that she reacted to it. She was adamant on the show to say that she was not abused by any of her past boyfriends. Now she's trying to say that she was. I feel like that's not fair. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the Lash magnetic liner, by the way. So like were you lying then or are you lying now? This is the issue when it comes to these type of situations. Because once you lie, you lose credibility. So it's like we're stuck asking, are you lying to us now? Were you lying to us then? There would have been no reason for you to protect him while you were on the show. You were already sitting in a domestically violent situation, so there was no reason for you to lie. Then you didn't have to name him, but you made it a point to say that you weren't. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm confused. I do think that they probably did fight. Her and Joe both fought each other. I think they were probably toxic together. I don't think it was a one-sided, like he was just like beating her down or anything like that. I think they fought each other. I really do. Not saying that that's right, but that's just what I think happened. He did say she was unclear about. He did say she was unclear about her getting punched. Though Joe didn't address the other events she mentioned about getting thrown down the stairs, etc. I don't think she was lying. Yeah, I think both relationships look toxic. I think she needs to stop dating the same kind of man. Period. Excuse me. Period. That's all that is. That's what she keep doing. All right, this is Fenty 440. Fenty 440, and this is gonna be my foundation. I did a lot of pumps. I actually did 2.5 pumps. I'm doing a pretty full face today, just in case you can't tell. Yeah. But that was it with Tahiri them. I didn't really want to talk about it too much because, like, all of a sudden, all of these stories are coming out about this, about domestic violence. Everything's been coming out since Meg's situation. A lot of people are coming out and speaking about it, and it's just a very sensitive topic that I just don't feel like that should be internet fodder. Oh, give me a sec. I just don't think that it should be internet fodder. Because at the end of the day, they're traumatizing situations. It's extremely traumatizing to be in an abusive relationship. And once you start really vocalizing it and things like that, it leaves room for people to talk about it on their podcasts, on their lives like me. And that could be really hurtful and add more pain to it. And I don't want to be a contributor to more pain to someone who's going through a situation like that. But I also don't want to sit up here and be like, okay, blindly following or blindly agreeing just because that's what you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Because just from what has been displayed specifically from Tahiri on this latest season of Marriage Boot Camp, what's been displayed by her is that she is definitely picking the same type of man and that she also contributes to the abusiveness. And so what I don't like that the show did was paint her as this victim as if she did not hold any responsibility in the way that everything happened on the show, because she did begin having the aggressiveness on that episode. So like I said, you know what, I'm gonna stop talking about it. I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to diminish what she has gone through, be it on the show, or be it with Joe Budden, and blame her, because everybody swears that you're victim blaming, but I also want people to understand that you can be a victim and be wrong at the same time. And just from what Tahiri has displayed, um, we can see how it both can hold true at the same time. I have a little bit left of. Do I want to put some more concealer? This is my concealer brush. I haven't put anything on it. Do I want to add just a tiny bit more? I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more concealer, like a touch more concealer. Just a touch right here. Just a touch. Yeah, I'll be trying. I'm telling you, I've become such a stickler with my under eye. So I took a flat brush. This is actually a brush that I like to use when I'm cutting my crease. It's one of the brushes that I like to use to cut my crease, and I'm just patting it right where I want that concealer to go. It's already kind of dried down because I had it on the back of my hand, and so I'm just kind of taking it. Yeah, like a touch of concealer, just a touch. All right, and then I'm going to take that bigger brush that I was using, and I'm just going to stipple it just to give a little bit of extra perfection and smoothness to the look. And then I'm just going to go back on with my powder. I think we're going to be good. Yes. All right, Sophie. Thank you for keeping me running, sis. And yes. All right. So that's it about Joe Budden. I don't want to talk about him no more. I'm over him. But you know what? So we were talking about Joe Budden and possibly working with Diddy. And I was saying I don't trust people who have money like that. Well, you know who has money, who has more money than that now? Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is officially a billionaire according to Forbes. Apparently everybody was like they already thought Tyler Perry's been a billionaire. When I said that I said that to a few people, everybody was like, hasn't he been a billionaire? Is that something like I knew he was millions, but I didn't think he was a billionaire. Did y'all think he was? I'm taking my Fenty concealer in the color Honey, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that on my under eye. This is that second color I was telling you about. So remember at the beginning of the live, I set my primer with the nutmeg color, which is the color closest to my skin tone. Honey has a little bit more yellow, so of course it's perfect for setting up under your eye. And that is what I'm gonna do. I don't do a whole lot of baking, but I definitely like to set my under eye with this powder. So as you can see, I did like a thin layer. Like I tap it and I make sure that I spread it all the way around. I don't want it to be thick. Just a little bit more. I'm trying to get all up in here, especially where that shine tends to go. So yeah. Let me see. Yes, I already assumed he had billions too. I knew he wasn't a billionaire, but Forbes has officially announced it. I'm gonna read y'all the article. It says from poor as hell to billionaire, how Tyler Perry changed show business forever. I don't know. This is a long article. I might not read this. Basically, he dropped out of high school. He began doing plays. He began writing scripts while selling cars and serving as a bill collector. He got $12,000 that he used to rent space at a community theater in Atlanta, where he began to do plays in his spare time, so on and so forth. Then he bought the huge freaking studio that sits on, I don't know, 300 something acres. And then it has a breakdown of how he has made his millions. I'm actually going to pull this breakdown up so y'all can see it. So he has $300 million in cash and investments, a 60 million stake in BET Plus, which is why they play his stuff all day, every freaking day. 320 million in library. I don't know what that means. $280 million in the 330-acre studio, and $40 million in homes and toys. Y'all see this pie chart? So the big bulk of it, I guess the library must be like his movie library and all of that kind of stuff. Then from cash, then the studio and so forth. Just 60 million in the BET. Honey, they play him all day, every day on BET. Yes, they break it down, honey. They break it all the way down. So congratulations to him. But I will say, is it just me, or have y'all noticed the change in Tyler Perry's content as he's become more and more rich, honey? Am I the only one that noticed it? I was sitting here the other day because, Wednesdays they started his new shows, the reboot of House of Pain and then the Assisted Living show. And I don't really watch his sitcoms. His dramas I watch. I used to watch what's the have and have nots, that, and whatever. But I didn't really watch his sitcoms. To me, they just weren't funny. I don't like the laugh track. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a chance. There's nothing on TV right now. So the House of Pain shows comes on, and it has the original cast. So everybody that was in the original one is in the reboot. Y'all, I don't know what color I want to use. I think I want to use this blue color, but it has so much shimmer in it that I don't know if that's going to read well on my under eye. That's the color I want to use though, but I think I need to build it on top of something. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take the color Big Wig, which is this purple color, in the Jackie palette. I'm going to start with this color, Big Wig, which is a very nice matte purple. And then once I have that built up, I'm going to go back in with this blue color here, and I'm going to put it on top. But yeah, so like I was saying, I decided I'm going to sit there and I'm going to watch it. I didn't watch the entire episode. I actually caught the very end of the House of Pain series. The guy, I guess, what's his name on the show? Malik? Is his name Malik? I don't know. I didn't watch Tyler Perry's House of Pain. But basically, the show ended with the boy of the show having a stripper pregnant. I was like, oh, okay, that's different, for Tyler. Okay. And then the new show Assisted Living came on. So I was like, okay, I want to watch that because it had J. Anthony Brown. And I think the comedian's name is CP. He tours with Kevin Hart. I've seen him. I saw him on the Kevin Hart tour. He's funny. He has like a dry sense of humor. And then it also had Mr. Brown and Cora, and love them, right? All right, cool. So I start watching the show, you guys, and if I didn't know it was a Tyler Perry show, I wouldn't have known that it was a Tyler Perry show because they were cussing, like like the S word, the F word, talking about nuts and all kinds. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. This isn't like, I remember when Tyler Perry came out. When he came out, the most he would say is like a damn or a hell. I'm talking about this is on TV. This show, which they were blocking out the curse words, but I mean, still the curse words were there. They were saying all the words, okay, all the words. All the words. What show is called Assisted Living? They were saying all the words, talking about mother effers and everything. I'm like, wow, you know. And I say all of that to say that I just remember when Tyler first came out and how he was like it was like it was essentially clean, as clean as we, it was clean-ish. Um, content. If you remember, he would say things like, "Oh, I want to bring Christ back to Hollywood," and things like that. It was very Christian based, but now all of a sudden, honey, Tyler done got a little raunchy. My sister pointed out to me with the booth, I'm talking about, what is it? Medea Boo You, or the Halloween movie. He had two of them. The second one was a little bit more vulgar. Not vulgar, but it was a little bit more explicit than usual than we're used to seeing of Tyler. Oh, I like how that blue. Y'all see that blue? I had to add that purple so it wouldn't be too much, but I like it. It's pretty. And I'm using a smudger brush. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. That's pretty. All right, I'm going to just, I got a little bit of powder left, so I'm just going to kind of brush that off from up under my eye. Let me see what y'all are saying. I really loved A Fall from Grace. Really? A Fall from Grace wasn't bad. It definitely surprised me. It wasn't like the typical Tyler Perry plot. I watch his movies. I've seen a little of the sitcoms and drama shows. They were good. I just didn't stick with them. I'll catch up one day. And then Mercedes says, I said the same thing about his play that just came out. It was more raw than his usual. And that's just like, that's weird to me. Like, again, he started off saying how he was going to be bringing Christ back, and now you get your billion, honey, and it's not like clean Christian comedy or whatever like we thought it was. I just noticed that. Also, so I watched the sitcom, The Assisted Living. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even get through 15 minutes of it. It sucked to me. They had like a laugh track, and they were making it laugh. They were making the laugh track play when things weren't funny. So it was just throwing me off. I wasn't enjoying the show. I really did. I gave it the old college try. I just couldn't make it through it. For real. I couldn't. But yay for him, I guess. Congrats to him. Y'all, these are the magnetic lashes. Y'all see how easy it was for me to just put them on? That is it. Like, the lashes on. Like, boom. That's it. I'm done. I might be wearing lashes now. Look at that. That's it. And it was just like, boom, I'm done. And it's secure. It feels good. And it sits just perfect right on top of the liner. I love that. Ooh, I had tried magnetic lashes on my channel once before, but it was the type that you had to like clamp onto each other. It was too much. Couldn't do it. I could never get it to stick. But these I can do. Yes. What y'all think? LOL, that's real though. A lot of Christians is raunchy. I mean, I'm not saying that, but at the same time, like, if you allegedly are supposed to have Christian content, then it should be something that I can turn on and watch with my kid and not have to worry about, oh, is something crazy finna be said or something like that, or let me make sure I watch this first before you know what I'm saying? So like, I just noticed the change in his content, and that's definitely a big change to me. And it just, to me, it raises the question: do you have to change in order to make that billion? In order for you to make the big bucks, and I'm talking about the big bucks, I mean the multi millions, not like a million, not like 2 million, not even 10 million, but like once you get past like 100 million, do you have to kind of sell your soul a little bit? I mean, not necessarily specifically sell your soul, but y'all get what I'm saying? Kind of sell some of your what you thought your moral was, what you stood for originally. Does that have to change? Because if we're looking at it based on Tyler, maybe a little bit. Yes, the magnetic lashes are light. Yes, Coco, there was a laugh track, girl, and it took me out. I couldn't even like, even if the little joke was funny, I couldn't find it funny because you're sitting up here trying to make it funny by adding this laugh track that's not funny. Like, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. I'm just doing a very light coat of mascara on my real lashes. I'm gonna do some on my under eye, but first I have to do liner. My sister Brandy is always like, "You don't need liner on your under eye. Try it. Try it. Try it." I'm taking pictures today, so no, I will not try it today. But I will not try it today, but maybe one day. Not today, but maybe one day. All right, boom. I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara, and we are gonna be finishing this look off here in a second. We are almost there, y'all. I know I've been sitting up here doing makeup literally for 2 hours, but this is what it's normally like when I'm filming, especially when I'm doing a detailed look. Sometimes I got cut creases and all kind of stuff, multiple layers. It's full coverage. It takes time. I don't care what Beyonce says. She doesn't wake up like this. But anyway, that's all I want to say about Tyler Perry. Congratulations to him. He's a billionaire. I just I don't watch a lot of his comedy stuff. It just doesn't be funny to me. But he knows who he's marketing towards. He has a certain demographic that apparently really, really like him and really enjoy the content that he makes because he now officially is worth billions of dollars. And the biggest thing, honestly, is once he bought that studio because literally you have major movies being shot there. You have Coming to America, Black Panther was shot there. You have major films that are renting out his movie. They're renting out his studio to shoot their movies. So that's where he's getting the bulk of his money. And I am happy to see that. It's in Atlanta. I'm happy to see that. So congrats to him. I just found it interesting that his content has definitely changed from when he first came out. Oh, Coco, you disagree? What's up, girl? Let me think. Because I don't know. I think I disagree a little bit. I think people are allowed to change their minds on things. Also, if his audience is more adults or young, I can't see why he switch up. I mean, I guess it just to me it just seemed specifically because of how hard he stood on it when he first came out and how loud and proud he was about the Lord blessing him and him being hungry, I mean being homeless and him wanting to bring Christianity back to Hollywood and all that stuff. To me it seems hypocritical. Oh, sorry. To me, it just seems hypocritical. But I mean, I'm still happy for him. I mean, I'm just an observation, just something I noticed. And like you said, I think people are allowed to change, but there are certain things that are like your principles. Like you're not going to change like your principles. You know what I'm saying? If I stand on healthy hair, right? If I stand on healthy hair, that's something that is my principle. That's something that I consider to be like my mission statement in my business. I'm not going to 10 years down the line, I'm not going to be doing styles that's burning your hair off just because it's the new hot thing to do, or because I know I can make a quick bag by doing it. That would go against my core, my mission statement. That's all that's why it just seems kind of funny to me. I'm going into the cocoa and coffee and cocoa palette, and I'm going to use the color La Vida Mocha. La Vida Mocha. And I'm going to use that as my blush. Thank you, Silky. Girl, I am living for this beat, child. I am living. I'm actually doing my 30-year-old photo shoot. Y'all see my balloons back there? I'm gonna do my photo shoot for my birthday. So I got to be extra snatched, okay? I gotta be extra snatched for this. Make sure y'all join me next Friday because that's gonna be my party for the YouTube. My birthday is actually next Saturday, but I'm gonna do a YouTube party next Friday. So y'all make sure that y'all are here. Please share me out and stuff. I'll post it kind of early so that like people know. I might actually go live later next Friday since it's gonna be like my turn up, my dirty 30 turn up. So we'll see. We'll see. Silky, are you going live? I know you're doing every other Friday now. Is this the Friday that you go live? Because like normally, you know, my Friday schedule goes, I'm live 3 to 6, and then I jump on Silky's live, and then I jump on Bay and Bella's live because they do like a late night game night at 10. Then I jump over there with them. So I don't want to like be jumping on people's toes because like we all kind of seem, you know, we all sit and support each other. So I don't want to like jump on anybody else's time. So Silky, let me know if you go live so I can decide what time I'm gonna do it. Coco says I think he's trying to stay here. I see he brought in a lot of influencers in this project now. I mean, I like what he's doing. I do. I like what he's doing. He really is doing a great job. And like he said, not having to be at somebody else's table and making his own table. That's just an observation. Just a little observation. Observation. All right, this is the Fenty Mocha Mommy Bronzer. And I use a small fan brush. I know a lot of people don't like the fan brushes anymore. Like, you know, things in beauty have their trends, and people used to love the fan brushes for like highlighting stuff, and now they don't. I still do. This is the perfect little brush to get there and do a slight nose contour. I like a nice soft nose contour, just something that's like very natural looking, and this is the perfect brush to achieve that look. It just fits right in the groove so perfectly. So, and then I'm going to go back into that Beauty Bakerie palette, and I'm going to use the color Anti-Depresso. And this has a little bit of shimmer to it. That's why I didn't want to start off with it. And I'm just going to right on the high, right under the high points of my cheeks and just deepen it just a little bit. And I took a very light touch, a very light touch. All right, I'm gonna take my sponge here, and I'm just pressing everything in to my skin. Yes, next Friday is gonna be too lit. Y'all better have y'all drinks ready, cause I'm gonna be turned up for my dirty 30. what color am I going to use for? I'm going to take a little, I'm actually just going to take my finger and I'm going to go back in to this gold color that we used earlier, and I'm just going to do a little bit of an inner corner. Just going to press it in my inner corner. Here we go. I found that that's just been the best way for me to do my inner corner highlight. Like, just press it with my finger. And what am I going to do for highlighter? For highlighter, I'm going to take this color, You're Grounded, and I'm going to use my big fan brush. I'm just going to sweep it and tap it. Just a little. Because my bronzer product and my blush product already have a decent amount of shimmer to it. So I don't want a whole lot of highlight, but I do want a little, just a little extra juice, just a little bit. We're going to take the setting spray by Beauty Bakerie. Again, this is the Sweet Grace baking spray, and set our face. Woo! Gorgeous, honey. Gorgeous. All right, and the last thing we're going to do to end this beat is our lips. So to do that, I'm going to start with my NYX lip primer. This is the stuff that keeps everything lasting a long time. If y'all aren't using lip primer, you are doing yourself a disservice. Yes, Brittany, I got fans for every occasion. My hubby's pulling me. He's finally on the bandwagon with my extraness about my fans. Finally. This is the MAC lip pencil, and this is in the color Current, which is like a nice deep purple. Okay. And this is the Pat McGrath lipstick in the color, what color is this? Flesh Batal. First of all, look at this packaging. Can y'all see it? Look at this packaging. It's so pretty. So freaking pretty. And I'm going to get this all on here. And it's like a natural pinky type of color. It looks darker. The stick itself looks darker than what it comes on. It kind of shears out as it comes onto your lip a little bit. But I like the contrast that it gives me next to this purple. It gives such a pretty contrast. This is the lip I did the other day in my on my Instagram. This is that lip. And I chopped it off. It's a nice natural lip. And I topped it off with the Amore In Beauty Barely Nude Lip Gloss. Y'all saw my unboxing from this brand, black-owned brand, Amore In Beauty. You can find here on YouTube. And I just put a little bit right on the center, and then I just let it, I like, and spread it out, you know. to give me that super cute, soft, kissable lip. Oh, this is so pretty, you guys. I'm gonna have to hold on. I'm gonna have to go mobile so y'all can see this in the light because this is so pretty and you can't even see it like that on this webcam. So give me a second because I need y'all to see it. I need y'all to see it and you can't see it like I need it to be seen. There we go. Now you can like see this beat. Let me get up. Oh, yeah, give me a second. I want y'all to like, I need to be in the light so y'all can see. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. That is a beat, honey. Am I not full glam? Am I full glam or am I full glam? Yes. Oh my gosh. This is, again, a full face of predominantly Black-owned products. Use Pat McGrath Lab, Beauty Bakerie, Fenty Beauty to get all of this slay, y'all. This is that 30, dirty 30 glow up, okay? Y'all wait on these pictures. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all sitting here on my live, you got the sneak peek. You got to see the sneak peek. I was gonna wing out my liner, but honestly, I like it not winged, surprisingly, because I like me a good wing. Y'all see that lip too? This is the perfect lip combination, especially once you add the Amore in Barely Nude lip gloss on top. It just gives you like this kissable pout. Yes, you guys. I am like, living, loving, and it took me like 2 hours. Well, 2 hours, and I was talking to y'all. You know, y'all be distracting me. So this beat probably would have really taken about an hour and a half. Probably about an hour and a half if I just like was sitting down doing it by myself. So that's really not too bad for a full beat. And again, this is full coverage. Like this is glam, like photo shoot makeup. So that's actually not bad for the amount of coverage and stuff that we got, for the amount of products that we use, all of that. Okay, let me jump back down here. Oh, there we go. Feeling myself. Got this hair. Loving it. Okay. All right, I'm back. Y'all like it? Thank y'all. All right. I was waiting to see if LQ would make it, but she didn't make it. So we're gonna end this live talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Did y'all watch the reunion? Did you watch the reunion? Because it was a whole hot mess, honey. Thank you, Mila. Thank you. I guess I wish my webcam could really show y'all how I'm living it, but you know, this will do. So Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I watched that reunion. It was a whole hot mess. I'm gonna say this first of all. Erica looked beautiful. I loved her bob. Garcelle looked nice. I did not like Garcelle's makeup. Garcelle's makeup to me is very hit or miss. Sometimes it ages her. Sometimes she looks really, really youthful. Sometimes she looks aged. This is the under eye. That's why y'all seen me go back with my concealer. Like sometimes you gotta go back with that much more concealer because you got to get that under eye right. And her under eye to me is what was aging her. So I did not really like Garcelle's makeup, but other than that, I thought she looked nice. Lisa Rinna looked nice. I didn't pull all the pictures. Lisa Rinna, I think looked nice. I just wanted them to pluck her part just a little bit more, just like because we know it's a wig, so like the hairline just needed just a little bit more work. The hairline was just a tiny bit too thick. Dorit looked beautiful. Dorit always looks good though. I wanted to see what was going on in the back of her head. I wanted to see it a little bit more, but she looked good. Sutton looked pretty. And, you know, Sutton has a tendency to be real gaudy looking and to look, you know, like I know that her outfits aren't cheap, but the gaudiness of the outfits looks cheap. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, just because it's couture doesn't mean it's cute. You know, but actually Sutton looked really pretty. Kyle looked nice. She had like a Dynasty-esque type of bouffant situation happening. And yeah. So basically in the first part of the reunion we got to see Garcelle and some of the things. Now what I'm gonna say is Garcelle a little bit was starting to backpedal, and I was like, honey, you had all this stuff to say in your confessionals about Kyle. Stand in it. Stand in it. Don't be like, oh, but Kyle, I like you, and then but you're in your confessionals talking junk. No, like stand in it completely. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Garcelle just don't see it for Kyle, and Kyle just don't see it for Garcelle. And when Kyle said something to this well, you came to my house to donate $5,000 and we never got your check. Now you can't. Oh God, the way the sun. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna turn because the sun is like moving. Is that better? Oh, I feel like I look so dark. Y'all, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, we'll be like this. But anyway, the way that so Kyle said that Garcelle was supposed to donate the $5,000 to the charity and she never received it. Now you can't say that. That's a real Nene and Kenya type of shade. Remember when Nene was supposed to donate that money to Detroit, but Detroit never got it? And especially with her being the very first black housewife and being new to the franchise, that's very defamatory to say like, oh, you ain't even spend what you said you were gonna spend and spend what you said you were gonna spend, because honey, they already think that we don't have enough coinage to be hanging with the Beverly Hills housewives to begin with. So Garcelle was very upset by that, honey. She said she called her business manager and everything right then and there on the break of the show. I want to see the receipts. Garcelle, show us the receipts. Show us the receipts, okay? Show it to us. We need to see it on the wire from your bank account. $5,000 wired to such and such and such charity. That's all I'm saying. And like Garcelle said, she said it before and she stood in it, that the women were not coming for her this season because they did not want to be attacked by Black Twitter. And that's how I felt. I felt the exact same way. Like they tiptoed around Garcelle. They didn't say anything to her out of the way because they already know, honey, if you come for Fancy, we're coming for you. Which might have caused her to come off as a little bit boring. But again, this was just her first season. I think she had some time to warm up. I enjoyed seeing Garcelle. And the other main part that we talked about during the reunion was Denise. Now, is it me? Is it me? Or did Denise look a little coked out? Am I wrong? I'm just saying, did y'all see her face? Did y'all see her eyes? Did y'all see her mannerism? Did you look? Was it just me? I know I'm not the only person. Because I was on another live afterward, honey, and we was all in there talking, honey, because I said, now, Denise just looked a little off. And what tripped me out was, at the end of the season, Denise had all of these things to say about the women. All of these things to say in her confessionals. You know, at the end of the season, they were doing confessionals from their house, social distancing and doing their confessionals. And she had all the lips. She wanted all the smoke. She was talking about everybody. But then when you get to the reunion, you want to be quiet and try to, it didn't seem right. Like Denise to me seemed real hot and cold, real up and down. Real bipolarish in her approach to things. That's why she was getting all the backlash that she was getting this season, y'all. I am finally all the way caught up. It took me a minute. I was way behind, But honey, I am caught up. I'm back with the jump off, honey. Yes. And Denise at this reunion, there was no own it. There was no accountability. You didn't say what you like. You had so much mouth in your confessionals, but you were sitting there trying to play victim. Oh, this is why I don't like. This is why you can't talk to y'all. Right. Allegedly, the one in the pink. She did. She looked. She looked a little. She just looked a little off. I'll say it like that. She just looked a little off. Her eyes was bloodshot red. Her mannerisms was a little off to me. You were married to Charlie Sheen, so it wouldn't surprise me. You know, and then she's the main one. Well, I was married to Charlie Sheen, so do you think that I'm not used to these type of like? But you were sitting on the show trying to act like it was this huge thing to discuss for these women to discuss threesome. I understand that your children were at the other table. So no, that's not ideal conversation when children are at the table. They were at another table. And the way that she went back and was like, oh, my daughter brought it up and all of this. My daughter didn't care nothing about it. Like Erica said, at the end of the day, honey, this ain't your daughter's first time hearing about a threesome. And again, their father is Charlie freaking Sheen. I get you want to hide your kids from some things and certain things, but let's not be naive, especially these white children in Beverly Hills, honey. They probably coked out too. Not saying her kids, but I'm just saying like I'm sure they go to school. Y'all seen Euphoria. I'm sure they go to school with some kids that are coked out, sexed out, threesomed out, polyamorous, whatever you want to call it nowadays. That ain't nothing new. These girls are 15 to 16 years old. They not little kids. They not little kids. I'm just saying. A little bump. A little bump. I did that honestly because my nose was dripping. I ain't took no bumps. But she looked like she needed. Anywho, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the first part of the reunion, it did enough. It gave what it needed to do. It's gonna be a 3-part reunion. I really want them to dig into Denise, and I want Renna to let her have it. I want Renna to let her have it for real. Because at the end of the day, Denise is a liar. We have seen Denise lie multiple times this season on the show. Do I believe that her and Brandy hooked up? I do. I do. The whole way that scene happened when they said something about it, her whole reaction, everything, her and Brandy hooked up. Now don't sit up here and try to be Mother Teresa around the other women when it comes to them and talking about threesomes and stuff like that, but you over here making it clap for Brandy Glanville. I'm just saying. And I said what I said. I enjoy Beverly Hills. This season of Beverly Hills has been shady. Do y'all want to see Denise back next year? Because apparently she walked off of the reunion. She pulled a Nene. She walked off. I don't know if she stays walked off, but she did walk off of the reunion. Do y'all want to see her back next year? She was the whole storyline of Beverly Hills this season, though. So if she's good for TV, but I don't know if I necessarily like her. But you know what? You need people like that you love to hate on these shows. That's what keeps them interesting. You need to love to hate somebody. But all right, you guys, I think that is it. I'm going to end this live a little bit early because I need to go get dressed and get ready for my pictures. Also, I make some dinner, so I got a lot of stuff to do. I did want to give y'all a live Face Feed Friday using some Black-owned products, some of my goodies. I hope y'all like this feed. Make sure you're following me on the Instagram at Bestowed Styling so that you can see the full transformation, the full glam. Y'all won't see the actual pictures until next Saturday. But y'all will see like some of the behind the scenes if you're following me on Instagram at @BStyling. Make sure you join me next Friday for my Dirty 30 birthday live. Tentatively at 6 o'clock p.m. It's probably going to start at 6 o'clock p.m. tentatively, but I'll make sure I let y'all know for sure. Make sure you have the notification bell on so that you get notified when I drop videos, when I go live. And make sure that you check out my community tab. Next, y'all get a little extra little hint. So next week for my Dirty 30 live, I'm going to be doing a little giveaway, but it's going to be like a little bit of a scavenger hunt giveaway. So y'all get an extra hint. So I'm just going to say that y'all need to make sure that y'all are looking on my community tab. That's all I'm going to say. That's a little hint. Y'all need to make sure that y'all are looking on my community tab if you want to win next week's giveaway. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to say no more about it. It'll make more sense next week for sure. Thank y'all for tuning in. Before I go, I am going to play y'all one of my old one of my videos. This is my soup challenge video. I just enjoyed the video and I thought that it would be fun to play. So I'm going to play that before we sign out all the way. All right, guys. I'll see y'all next week. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.